How's it going, everyone? Doc here with Eyes Wide Shot Gaming, and today we are going to go over as well as look at the modules of the Enduring Legacy light machine gun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date on all of the first Descendant news, info, breakdowns, and builds. We don't want to make a long-winded video to waste anyone's time, so let's jump right into it. Our Enduring Legacy machine gun has a solid DPS of 159,051 at base, with our stats rolled strictly into firearm crit hit damage at 40.1%, bonus firearm attack versus Colossus at 3,169, firearm crit hit rate at 14.2%, and added firearm attack at 12%. Let's take a look at the weapon specs of the Enduring Legacy. This is a crush damage weapon with firearm attack at 14,733.6, a fire rate of 571, and base rounds per mag at 115. This weapon has an amazing unique ability, which on hitting an enemy, increases status effect trigger rate corresponding to the element and inflicts quenching to the target, which stacks 50 times, has a 0.4 seconds duration, and at max, drops the enemy's fire resistance to minus 40%. On top of it all, we also do have an increase to our firearm attack when hitting an enemy inflicted with burn by 11%. Let's take a look at the modules and see what makes this beauty tick. On the left hand side, you can see that with all of our modules equipped, we are getting 823,879 DPS, which has been reduced from 923,879 since the latest hotfix, since it was just way too much damage. Our fire rate is at 25%, firearm attack at 93% increase, we do have an extra 20% recoil, firearm crit hit rate at 53.5%, and firearm crit hit damage at 201.3%. So what module should we be running to get these mammoth numbers? We will begin with fire rate up. This is a module that should be applied to almost every weapon, giving us an increase to fire rate by a static 25%. The next module, another staple to weapon module building. We have action and reaction, increasing our firearm attack by 61%, but unfortunately with it increases our recoil by 20%. This should be a non-issue since the Colossi are massive and tough to miss. Rifling reinforcement is up next, which is another module that should be on every weapon as it further increases our firearm attack by another 32%. To focus on critical hit rate and damage, we equip Insight Focus, which raises our firearm crit hit rate by 14.5% and our firearm critical hit damage by 6.5%. Continuing down the path of critical hit, we have Concentration Priority, which further increases our critical hit damage by a whopping 120%. but does slow our reload time modifier by 30%. Since our weapon gets an increase of 11% to firearm attack when attacking a burning enemy, we have Fire Enhancement, which adds fire attack equal to 30% of firearm attack. This is to further boost our damage from both this module and the effect this weapon has on itself already. Now we get to our special mod called Mental Focus. This module drops our fire rate by 10%, but when we fire a weapon, our attack increases by 1% for 2 seconds, stacking up to 150 times. This effect will drop off when we either swap weapons or reload or even just stop shooting for 2 seconds. Going on with our critical build, we do have Better Concentration module, which is another layer that adds another 74.8% of firearm critical hit damage. One of the last mods we have equipped is Expand Weapon Charge. This gives us 49% more rounds per magazine, allowing us to have close to 200 bullets each time, so we can hit the max stacks of 150 from Mental Focus. And finally, our last module is Better Insight, giving us another increase to critical hit rate by 39%. Our applied values on the side don't count the damage from our weapon's firearm increase of 11%, the module Mental Focus, and our Fire Enhancement module, which when put together maxed out, brings our DPS to considerably over 2 million. When engaged in combat, we can see that our damage per bullet begins at around 33,000 and crits at over 250,000. But as the Mental Focus procs, that number skyrockets to well over 85,000 per bullet and crits at an average of 655,000, peaking at over 800,000. We hope this build video helps everyone who does love the Enduring Legacy, as well as persuades others to go and grind for 5 of them. And as always, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and until next time, Descendants, so long.